We'll get started in a bit, guys. We'll get started in a bit. Morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Nothing too exciting at the moment. I know this ICCM is running. This is about the only thing that I see moving at the moment. Looks great. 123 is going to be a big level. This will probably run all day. As you guys know, for me, I'm just going to wait for this $1 reclaim. So $1 is just going to be my main area of support. So I can just draw this whole line here. Just because there's a big psychological level here, so I'm just going to keep it marked so it's clear for me to know what's going on. Why I've got 123 simply because this is the high on the second. So we'll see if that can break that, then I'll give it more momentum to the upside. But at the moment it's just struggling with this $1 level. If it rejects this, it'll probably come down back into this bullish pennant. But at the moment it's just kind of consolidating for now. Let's have a look and see what else is moving. TTO is up a little bit, MVOS is up a little bit. ICU is down, but it's in a bullish. This is in a bull flag, so this is what you expect to happen. If you guys go onto my Twitter, you can see that I posted this chart, very simple and easy to see, that I expect it to break to the upside on this. ICCM, yeah, this one looks great. And then obviously these blue ones are the main ones that I'm watching at the moment. So there's no rank in order. I don't rank my plays in order, which one's going to run the most. I just focus purely on setups. So at the moment we can clearly see what's happening with Grom. I wouldn't be trading within this range right now. Why wouldn't I be trading? Because it's consolidating, right? I don't know what's going to happen within this range. For me, I need this to break above here, retest, and then push to the upside. That's all. So if you're trading in here, it's a gambling zone, I call it, because it can easily come straight down or it can obviously break above. But for me, I don't like to trade and hope and pray that a play is going to go up. I like to wait for more confirmation. So at the moment, what you can expect is if it comes down to here, you expect it to push up and so on, right? So that's what we have right now on this. It did run 13% yesterday, which is obviously a good sign. And it is up 26% now. Femi, expecting this one to break out, right? This is my favorite pattern I show you guys every day, is a falling wedge. Expect this to retest here and push to the upside on this one here. So this is a bullish chart pattern. This would probably be number one setup if I had to choose. LGVN, this is a former runner back in the day. It is up, well, 5%, nothing crazy on it. Just keep an eye on it, but it's nothing to really be watching too much at the moment unless it starts pushing again. VSME, this one did break out, got a lot of volume, and then obviously pulled straight back. It ran for 5 minutes and came all the way down. So this one's okay. Former runner, we know that from yesterday, 18%. So just keep an eye on this one. Vino, this one simply is just holding this 190 level, which is great to see. Why is that good? Because we pulled back here previously, right? We can see once it broke above this resistance level, this became an area of support. It's pulled back to this level. It is starting to hold this level and try and push to the upside. I would wait for 208 reclaim or even just $2. The reason is because it's a big psychological level, as I always mention to you guys. These psychological levels are very big levels to break, because usually what happens is if it comes to this level, it either decides to break above or break below. You want to wait for it to break above, ideally. Since there is a downtrend in the way as well, I would personally wait for this 208, which is the high of this candle here. So 208 would be your level to look for an entry on this play. But at the moment it looks good. It's holding this 190 level. This one, ALXO, this ran the other day, I think on Monday, wasn't it? So if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, right, we can clearly see the last 12 hours, we noticed that it has been coming to Let's pull back to this like 620 level around here, and it's found an area of support, which is a great sign. And now we can start to see that it is obviously still in a downtrend, but what we can see is that it is starting to curl to the upside, right? So this is looking good right now. Probably expect this to break to the upside. Have to wait for it to break the trend line, not to get in right now because you're going to be fighting with the trend. So ideally you need this to break above. So this is your level here. So you can even say this is possibly a channel down pattern, meaning that you expect this to break to the upside. So if you do this, right, so this is what you expect to happen, simply this, break here, and then push to the upside, right? If you go into Google, you can simply just type in channel down pattern, and you will be able to clearly see what is going on with that chart pattern, what you expect to happen. So that's what we have for this. Let's get some more levels in on here. This is the high of day. Let's put $7. Can wait for $7 break on this. Then 770, and then all the way up to here. And then obviously you have room all the way to 1198, but that's a way away. So we'll just focus on these short-term levels at the moment. I get a lot of questions, guys. A lot of you guys ask me on DMs or just on Twitter in general saying, what price is the stock going to go to? What price? What is your target and all this? Guys, just to reiterate, no one can tell you what price the stock is going to go to, right? And I never will tell you what stock price is going to go to. I have no idea. I have zero idea what price is going to go to. I give you guys the short-term levels and what resistance and support levels are in the way. That means, right, clearly that means that, right, for next level you need to break is $7. If it breaks $7, your next resistance is 770. Break 770, you have 830, right? I'm not going to say, okay, if it breaks $7 is going all the way up to 1198, right? I don't know if it's going to. So I know a lot of you guys do follow some people that do give you guys targets holding for this price. Guys, I would not listen to them, right? I don't say that very often, but it's just not a very good way to trade, because if you're just going to hold a play and it keeps going down, right, and you're still holding for that certain target, you're probably never going to get there, or you're going to have to wait a long time. So for me personally, I wait for a key level to break. If that resistance breaks, I expect it to run at least 3 to 5%, which is my first target. Simply move my stop loss up, and then I trade from there. So I don't look for 20-30% moves. If they do that, fantastic, I'll be in the trade. But I'm not going to tell you guys the stock's going to run 20% plus. I don't have no idea if that's going to happen. It's unrealistic. This ALXO looks good. So this is bullish. If you guys have any tickers, feel free to post them in the chat there, and I will chart some for you guys. Also, if you guys don't mind, if you could like the stream up, I'd appreciate it. And then also subscribe if you haven't. I know I keep saying that we're going to post some educational content. We are going to. We're just busy sorting out some seminars for the Discord. So at the moment, we're just focusing on that. But we will be posting some more content on this page. Hi, bro. What's up? Grom. Yeah, here's Grom here. So look at Grom right here. This is just trading. It's consolidating. So Grom, I would just wait. So I think you just joined. So what I was mentioning with this is this zone is basically means that it's consolidating, meaning that there's going to be a big move in either direction, right? The fact that it's come from, right, a bullish move prior, so this, an uptrend, and now consolidation, you do expect it to break above. If it was obviously doing the opposite, where it came from a downtrend, right, like this, and consolidated, then you do expect it to continue to the downside. However, there is no clear direction that this will break above. Yes, there is a higher possibility that it will break above, right? That's what we expect. But for me, I like to wait for confirmation. I would wait for 245. You need a green candle close here on the 5 minute at least. If you get that, then you can look for possible entries. Just always keep your stop loss 3 to 5% is what I use. MKUL. Let's look at this in the 4 hour. So you can see this chart doesn't look too great, right? Like if we just simply zoom out, look. No reason to be getting in this. I know it's up 15%, but straight downtrend, very, very bearish. I don't like this at all. I would avoid this play if I was you. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, if you wanted to look for an entry, all I would do is just wait for the break of high. That's all I would do on this. There's no clear direction at the moment. It's a little bit of an uptrend, but there's not enough volume for me. The candles are tiny. Yeah, we got some run up here, but then it just came straight back down. And then look, we've had that price action for a while now. So in my opinion, I don't know, it's not really worth getting into this trade. AVTX, I posted it on my Twitter a little bit ago. So look, AVTX is bearish at the moment, right? Why do I say bearish? Because in a downtrend, right, every time it comes to this trend, it's rejecting it. So we've rejected once, twice. It needs to come down here. We need it only looking for entries if it breaks above this 0.15 retest and push to the upside. You don't want to be entering here because this is a bearish chart pattern. It's actually in a descending triangle. So you expect this price to go down. So you need it for the trend reversal. You need it to break above this trend line and then above 0.15. This is also a big psychological level as well. So I wouldn't be entering this trade yet or anytime soon. Just mark 0.15, set an alert or whatever you need to. So when that level breaks, then you can start to look for a possible entry. But trying to enter now is not a good idea, in my opinion. LGVN is trying to reverse a little bit. Just got 250. There's a nice psychological level. Area of support. So we can just put this. So when I put a rectangle around like this is just the psychological level. That's all. Psychological level is just 0.5 or to $3 or $3.15 or whatever it may be. $2.50, $3, $4, $5, whatever it may be. Those are the psychological levels that you should look at. Grom, this is just consolidating. Femi, here it goes. Femi is the play that I expect. I expect this to break up. I expect it to get to 288 and then push for a high of day. So this looks like the best setup at the moment, in my opinion. Let's see what other plays are moving at the moment. Anything over $1 you guys want me to chart? I know you guys like me charting these sub $1, but ATXG, let's have a look. Let me look at ICCM again. How's this looking? Yeah, back under $1 again on this. Vino. I really like Vino. I personally would just wait for $2. It's right next to that psychological level at the moment. So trying to get in the trade right now isn't a good idea. I would just wait for, yeah, $2 is what I'm looking for. LGVN, it's kind of just consolidating at the moment. Same as this thing, as Grom. TTO, no, someone just asked me on Twitter about this. It's just in a falling wedge, so I know the chart doesn't look great at all. Look at this, very bearish, right? All this downtrend, but if we're looking at just purely on the 4-hour chart, it is in a falling wedge, so we do expect this to break above like this. We need a 0.25. I will probably look for an entry if it does break to 0.25, but other than that, I'm not going to be looking for an entry. It's too bearish for my liking, even though it has a falling wedge on that. ALXO looks great. This should break above as well. As mentioned, this is a channel down pattern, right? So that means that we expect this price to break above. As I mentioned earlier as well, is that we've seen that I've found an area of support here. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. So there's 12 hours of an area of support here. Then we've now started to see that it is pushing to the upside. And obviously it has room all the way to that $12. But $7 is your first level to break, and then $7.70, then $8.30. That's the levels that you can watch for that. Nothing else really moving, to be honest, guys, at the moment. VSM's moving back up again. This one's moving up just a little bit. So it's broken the downtrend here on this. Yeah, $6 next. Oh, it needs to go back up $5.50. And then $6, then all the way to $6.70, which it ran to, which is nice. see. I wanted to look at another play that was moving. Oh, Femi. So Femi, obviously we can see there's not much volume in it, but we know the potential of this play. It's been a run in the past, but I just simply like it on the 5 minute here, looks good. So we can see that also pulled back to exactly to this 260 level, right? So you can see here with this is that it pulled exactly back to this level here. So here was support, wick down to this, and then obviously there was that big bullish engulfing candle that pushed it to the upside. How long do we need? We still have like 7 minutes. The market should start pushing, and then we have 30 minutes till open on that. At the moment, yeah, guys, there's not really too much to talk about or chart. So if you have any questions or anything in regards to any tickers or something, feel free to ask. I'm here to help you guys with anything. If you have any questions about any things I post on Twitter, I can make it clear for you guys so you can understand. Yeah, we have no free trials left. They're done. They're finished. No more free trials. Sorry. But we do have we have spaces open for the month, so you can join up for that. But we don't have any free trials, unfortunately. I will be live trading today. Tesla, yeah, I think I did Tesla. Well, I just posted the chart on it the other day. So the daily. So obviously we have 210 as support here. This is your next level here. 295.75 around here. If we're looking at it on a smaller time frame, I mean, you just have to put the area support is here around this level. 245. Then you have this resistance here. 260, and then you have room to this level here. 275 around here, or we can move it to this. So these are your level, short-term levels. So you have here 260. This is an area of support. Why is this an area of support? Because this is support here before, right? Resistance now became support once, twice, and then here as well. So you can see now it's fighting with this level. If you start to see a push to the upside, right? If you start to see a push to the upside, then you should expect it to go to this level next. So 274, 275 is the next level on that, on Tesla. Grom, what's happening with Grom? So Grom's losing 9 EMA and VWAP, so it's looking bearish at the moment. If we're looking at the trend line, if it was to pull back, it would probably pull back to around this level here, and then hopefully push up like that. But no problem. VSME is moving up. It's trying to. I would mark this 550 level as your area right now to break. So we can move this here. So this was the level here, this 550 previous high of yesterday. Now you can clearly see that it did break above that just before I posted it, or just after I posted it. And then now we got 670 as the next high. So we can just mark this here. You can put an alert on your phone or however, just to know that if this breaks, then you expect continuation on that. Move that there. So these are those right now, but here within this level at the moment, it's just consolidating like here. You don't really know what's going on. So I wouldn't be trading within that level. Vino, I do like this setup. The main reason why I like it is simply because it's holding this psychological level here. So like I said with this a lot of times is $2 is what you need. Doesn't break $2, then no entry. But safe entries are 208. Femi's coming down. MNTS, not really too much. How's Pixie looking? I'd keep an eye on Pixie. This one also you can see has been consolidating since yesterday. So this black zone here, you can see that this is yesterday, then this is this pre-market, and then obviously this is today. So with this one, it's just consolidating. We expect a big move on this. Which direction? I have no idea. That's why I always wait for confirmation above the zone. right? 145 break, retest that, and then hopefully that will continue to the upside. But I don't like to trade within these consolidation zones. Just very, very risky. VSME is going back up, which is nice. BTAI, this one's coming down a bit. NKLA, I know someone asked me about this on Twitter earlier. So this one we can clearly see on a larger time frame. You need this 170, right? We've seen it's basically a double top here. So for those who don't know what that is, that's a bearish reversal pattern. So it simply just hit this level twice and the price came down. So this is what you expect from this chart pattern. So there, and then come straight down. Where does it come down to? Usually to around the area of support, which is here. So we can see there was the big move here, then there was a big move off here. So what we can expect is a push to this side and then hopefully back up, right? So 120 is a possible buying zone on this one. Yeah, so NKLA, you can keep an eye on this one, but at the moment I wouldn't be trading right here unless it breaks this 150, but it's really just been consolidating. There's not really too much going on with it. Come on, Femi, get moving. VSME is going now. Not sure if anyone did grab that one. This is looking good. ALXO is curling up as well, so this looks good. LGVN. Not too much moving with this. MNTS, not too much. So ICCM, you can see here, it hasn't held that $1, right? So obviously this is now, for me, not going to be trading this. I needed to break above $1 and hold, and then hopefully push to the upside, but I'm not going to be trading it below $1, unfortunately. TTO is still bullish, yes. Right, let me see. I'll go over my watch list and then I'm gonna head out, guys. If you have a couple more tickers, I'll post them and then I'm gonna head into Discord. I've got to do live trading. If you want to join the live trading session, you just have to join the Discord, which is this link here. Feel free to join. So yeah, there's the link there if you would like to join. So obviously the first play I like is Femi. The reason why I like this play is simply because there's a falling wedge. I expect this price to break to the upside. It is a former runner. It needed a pullback at some point. It has got that pullback now. Well, if we're talking about pre-market session, so it's ran up to $3, pulled back. This is what I like to see, and then hopefully push to the upside on this. Grom, I like this setup as well. It is just consolidating at the moment, so it's just not really worth getting into the trade right now. If you are getting in the trade right now, it's a very risky entry because you're not really sure what's going to happen with this price. I do personally think that it will break above just because of yesterday's momentum, and today it's up 30% again. So this one I expect it to continue the upside, but I'm not going to be hoping and getting in a trade right here. So I'd wait for 245 personally. ALXO, expect this one to break above. This is a bullish chart pattern, channel down pattern. Expect this to break above. LGVN, it's been a very weak play whenever I watch it. I'm actually going to move it down. Whenever I've traded this recently or like the last couple months, it hasn't really been holding any levels. It kind of just dies off or the volume's not really there. So I just kind of avoid it. But you can keep it on your watch list if you would like. Vino, I do like this setup as well, as I mentioned with this. It's holding 190 level. If it does go obviously below it, I'm going to wait for it to break this 208. That's the only entry I'm looking for on that. If it doesn't break 208, then I'm just going to kind of miss out on it. I'm not watching on it. And that's about it, guys. So there's not really too much going on. I prefer it when there's only a few runners. I don't like to watch 50 plays at a time. It's impossible to trade all of them at that many, those many charts. So I would just focus on 3 plays at the moment: Femi, Grom, and ALXO. Do you guys have any? If you have any other questions, feel free to message me on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all tomorrow.